Hey everybody, welcome to the third match here today. We're currently 2-0 with Grixis Delver, so let's try to keep it going. Yes, we would like to play first. As always, man, turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Leak / Serum Visions plus another Delver. Oh, that's very nice of you. You too. Should we go for... I think we want to shock fetch here. Let's go ahead and get a steam vent. The reason I wanted to shock fetch was to have double blue for next turn. Of course, if we're up against something like, well, now we know it's control basically, but yes, we would like to reveal that. We'll go ahead and attack here. Being aggressive is going to be very important in this matchup, so even if they have something like Supreme Verdict, getting in our damage with Delvers is going to be very, very useful. And now we can just keep up Spell Snare here. Although our opponent knows about it, but I think it's still worthwhile. So basically, if this is straight blue-white control, we're just going to try to get in as much damage as we can with our Delvers. And then, hopefully, burn them out at the end of the game or something like that. Because once they resolve Verdict, it's going to be very difficult. So being on the play is actually, this is one of the best draws to have on the play. Sure. Serum Visions. So this looks like it might be the Serum Visions Spreading Seas build. They sometimes play Ancestral. Ancestral obviously makes things a lot harder, but we do what we can. There might have been some merit to just keeping up Mana Leak to stop Path to Exile. Let's go ahead and instead of stop on our upkeep, though. So our opponent is probably thinking, like, do I path now or what? Let's see if we can flip Delver. If they're going for the Path to Exile here, yeah, I will counter this. Let's go ahead and get a Water Grave, shocked, and we'll try to just punish our opponent for this makes me feel like either they're trying to minimize life loss or they don't have a verdict, or both, you know. Lightning Bolt is a great reveal. It's going to be that reach that we're so desperately gonna need later on, paired with Snapcaster Mage. So just a few more hits with these Delvers, and the game is going to be pretty tough for our opponent to win. Of course, you know, we're tapped out on our turn now, but we weren't going to do much aside from keep up Spell Snare or play a Serum Visions. So the goal here is just going to be to get in as much damage as we can with these, you know, insectile aberrations. Oh, jeez. That's actually a little better than Verdict in this case. It's a turn sooner. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. That is not something I played around. Okay. Maybe I should have just not fought over it, you know? That's rough. Alright, now we're going to just try to dig for another threat here, because that 2-for-1 really hurt us. Go ahead and Serum Visions here. Push, Snare. Snare is a bit worse against this build here, just because they don't have as many 2-mana counterspells. I did a video on blue-white control just last week, so it's gonna be difficult for us to get over this hump here. We're probably just gonna have to catch our opponent while they're tapped out and send a flurry of burn spells. I mean, that's really gonna be the only way to do it. Jeez. Should we have aggressively seized? I mean, got another red source? Because if they go Spreading Seas here, I mean, we got the answer to it, but I would have much rather had this be an answer to a Snapcaster Mage. Alright. Opponent's shocking. Wall of Omens. Okay. Sure. Alright, I think here we just want to go ahead and send some burn upstairs. Scalding Tarn, not a bad draw, not a great draw. The question is, do we want to run out Snapcaster Mage Bolt right now? And I don't think so, because now we can have Mana Leak up. The way they win the game is usually through their, 5 mana, 6 mana Planeswalkers. So if we can catch them off guard like that, and they just kind of go for it without any protection spells, then that's where we'll get our opponent. And we're in no rush, no pressure right now. Let's go ahead and get another black source here in case we need one. Let's go ahead and take off the stop. Unfortunately, we're just drawing mana. That's not the worst thing in the world in the blue mirror, but we're low on action. So I was definitely far more confident in our position. Chase. Ugh. I'm gonna go for the Mana League. They're representing mana, but I'm gonna go for it. Because if we top deck a Bolt, they're dead. We'll go for the Mana Leak here. And this Wall of Omens, it's defending them pretty well. Don't be a land, don't be a land. Fatal Push. They have Colonnade though, so maybe I want to save it for that. Are these 2 points of damage worth it? That could be that's a really loose play. Very, very loose. How important is this 2 damage? Let's think down the road. Basically, we're dealing damage in different increments here, so I think I'm gonna go for it though. And if they path our Snapcaster Mage, it's gonna feel pretty bad, but I think we're just gonna go for it. Get our damage in while we can. And if they end up revving up Colonnade next turn or something like that, condemn. Okay. Sure. So now that trade feels pretty bad. Of course. However, they are on 2 cards. Hopefully one of them is not a Sphinx's Revelation. Even something like Elspeth would be very bad for us here. But it looks like we're just playing some Drago a bit here, which is fine if we didn't draw a land. I'm going to keep the land in hand this time, just because we might want to ditch some cards to Collective Brutality if we ever draw it. It also makes our opponent think twice about what we possibly could have. Although seeing 4 cards in my opponent's hand definitely doesn't make me feel good. Spreading Seas, there goes one of our red sources. Yeah. So it's important to remember we still have 1 more Steam Vents in our deck. Gurmag Angler, that's actually a great draw. However, if they have something, like Snapcaster Mage or even Cryptic Command, we have no protection against Cryptic Command. Let's go ahead and get rid of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get our Gurmag Angler out there. If they go Cryptic Command counter draw, we may just want to jam Snap Bolt, and put them on that clock, that 2 turn, or that 1 turn clock basically. Wow, okay, resolved. Alright. No need to freak out yet. They could just be, of course, waiting to verdict. And if they go verdict, that's when we'll go Snapcaster Mage. Of course, worst case scenario is just like Path to Exile here. Counter, bounce that. So this definitely screams Cryptic Command. Excuse me, screams Supreme Verdict. So now we know they have D-Sphere plus another card in hand. The question is, maybe we can get them here. Like, if they don't keep up any protection. Yeah, like, there wasn't anything we could do about that play, though. So, I don't feel particularly horrible. But they don't always play at instant speed. Like Tech Edge. Okay. They might just go for other red source here. But they do have Cryptic up. So, it's tough. Because if they go for a red source here, we're definitely going to try to punish them. We know D-Sphere's in hand. They don't have enough for a Snapcaster Mage. I know the deck tends to play 3 to 4 Cryptic sometimes, but I'm going to go for it. I don't see ourselves really winning the game in any other way. Yep, alright. So, that kind of sucks. Yeah. I mean, we probably should have guessed that they have another Cryptic Command, but... Yeah. Jeez. Oh, man. We're still in it. Still in it. Maybe I should have waited, possibly. Yeah. Yep. And now they're going to try to get our red source here, possibly, with Tech Edge. 4, 5, 6. Elspeth is out and about. Yep. It's not like we're dead here. I will go ahead and Lightning Bolt their face, though, just to give us more outs. Wow, negate. Oh, man, they have it all. K-Command. Oh, my. Does K-Command do it? Alright. Hold your breath, guys. Do we have the Steam Vents still in the deck? Steam Vents. Shock. Red. Black. Blue. Return target creature. Deal 2 damage to a creature or player. So return Snapcaster Mage. 2 to you. No redirect. Snapcaster Mage. Lightning Bolt. Bolt face. No. Whew! That was hard fought. That was very hard fought. Oh, man. Okay. Game 2. Collective Brutality comes in. Terminates can come out. Even though they kill Gideon, Jura, I think if we get to that point, we're going to feel pretty bad. Molten Rain is a decent card. From experience, I know that they... Oh, Dispel is definitely coming in. From experience, I know they definitely don't really play that many Snapcaster Mages. Sometimes 2 or 3. I mean, there are lists that play 4, but they're in the minority. I think we should cut a few Fatal Pushes. They do kill Colonnade, but like I said, if we get to that point, it's going to feel pretty bad. Malik is... just okay. And also Collective Brutality, like... It can snag verdicts. The only problem is you have to tap out for it, and it'll eat basically any counterspell that they have in their hand. So it's hard to figure out what we need here. Man, I was so ready to concede at the end of the last game too. Jeez. I like keeping 2 Fatal Push, just because. I'm not bringing in the Graveyard Hate. It could be incorrect though. We didn't see any Snapcaster Mages there, and I don't just want to have that cycle. Collective Brutality, like being proactive might just be better than Mana Leak. Although Mana Leak does get like things like Detention Sphere. So maybe we can do like a 1-1, keep it a 1-1 split. And we'll see. Sorry, there's a plane going by here. I apologize if you could hear that. But yeah, I think this configuration looks pretty good. Cut the worst cards, keep the best cards. Sounds good to me. Although arguably maybe Terminate should be in instead of Fatal Push because it can also hit Gideon Jura. But like I said, being cheaper, efficient is usually better. Also doesn't get hit by Spell Snare. Not that we saw it that game, but man, that was intense. I am definitely feeling the heat. Let's just say that. But this matchup is not easy. You know, Verdict is not an easy card to beat in any way, shape, or form. This is wow. We have two of our worst cards in the matchup in our hand, arguably. I'm gonna keep though because we have the Serum Visions. Could be incorrect though. It might just be not good enough right now. But that is how Blue Mirrors go. I mean, we had two very linear matchups earlier, and now we've got a very non-linear matchup. See, even our opponent has some decisions to make on their turn one. All right, they went for the Colonnade. All right, no Delver. That's okay. We'll go just for the Serum Visions. Snap is a good card, especially when paired with Bolts. So I'm gonna. I definitely want to draw Snap, and I don't have to necessarily. What's happening here? Oh, geez, I thought my opponent just stepped through their main phase. No, okay. They could be Spreading Seas, our Darkslick Shores here. I do like to see that shock though. At the end of the day, we're an aggressive deck. Yep, Spreading Seas gets us there. Not that we could have done anything to stop it. Alright, we'll play the Delta, and we'll pass. Because we do want to draw our land. That is the card we want to draw. And honestly, the longer that we can blank our opponent to maybe like Spreading Seas, the better for us. Alright, so they're hardcore on the Mana Denial plan, which is going to be pretty tough. Let's go ahead and... Whoops, almost hit done there. Blood Crypt. We'll shock. We'll just send one Bolt upstairs right now. Just to make these Snapcaster Mages maybe a bit more useful down the road. Alright. Now we basically just have to try to catch our opponents with their pants down, basically. I mean, I would love it if these Fatal Pushes were lands. But even so, Tech Edge would be keeping us down pretty well. So we do have to be careful, especially if they play a second Tech Edge. We don't want to get double Tech Edged. What does our opponent want to do here? Two, three, four, Jace. Yeah, I'm not okay with that. Let's go ahead and counter squall that, and if they have Dispel, we can Dispel back. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Dispel back. Come on, man, we always have Dispel. Come on, you know Delver. Alright, in case if we draw a land, interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and run out of Snapcaster. I mean, we can go ahead and run out Snapcaster Mage. They could cut us off black though, but I think I'll just run out Snapcaster Mage. If this was an untapped land, maybe, but we'll go ahead and just get Serum Visions here. Try to fix some of our draws. A lot of lands. Now, they could be good if they go for the Tech Edge plan, but we have a lot of lands, so I'm going to go ahead and bottom. Let's get a second black source out there in case. Now they basically have to make a difficult decision here. Also, second, I mean, not that they can. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter that much. Spreading Seas, okay. It matters a little bit now. Just a little bit, though. Alright, there goes a red source. Okay, so they're going to go for our red sources, which is a very fair plan. Alright, let's see if we can get in some damage with Snappy here. Or will it get pathed? Condemn. Even worse. Okay. I guess we could have gone Snap Dispel there. Yeah, we could have gone Snap Dispel. But we have a lot of burn in our hand, so another Jace. Okay. Are they gonna go straight for the down tick? They're gonna go for the uptick. Okay. Basically puts us on the burnout plan here, more or less. Man, these fatal pushes feel really bad in hand. We are up on cards on our opponent. Okay, alright, opponent's taking Jace up. Let's go ahead and go for Lightning Bolt their face. I think we have to ignore Jace right now. No. There's another red source. So if our opponent makes any greedy plays, we can definitely punish them for it. How many? How many red sources do we have? We still have a Steam Vents left in our deck. So, all right. Let's send another Lightning Bolt upstairs. Go ahead and snare that. Do you want to redirect it? No, we don't want to redirect. Question is, do we want to give our opponent a draw for potentially spell snare before we run out this snap? I think we're good. I think our opponent should have definitely downticked Jace sometime in these turns. Oh, sure. So that actually does stop the burnout plan for now. Let's go ahead and get a Steam Vents here. Go for Lightning Bolt. No redirect to Jace. And a Snapcaster Mage is pretty nice here considering we just had one resolve. So I'm going to go ahead and attack first and see if they want to like use a Path to Exile or a Condemn. I'm just going to go for their face. Alright, they use Condemn, and now is when we'll do our thing. Alright, so we got there. Beat blue-white control. So it's not an easy matchup, but like you said, we really have to be aggressive with our burn. A lot of their interaction is sorcery speed. And they don't have very many ways to gain life aside from Blessed Alliance or Sphinx's Reb. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next round.